Hello, I'm Ethan James on the commentary today, and what a venue we have for you for this one. Welcome to the Leasing.com Stadium, home of Macclesfield Football Club, for this friendly fixture between Macclesfield Football Club Reserves and Stretford Paddock FC. We weren't assigned a league match for this weekend, but when Macclesfield's reserve team come knocking, we couldn't say no. It'll be a great test for the team today. Paddock are without several players due to injury and COVID cases. So we've got a lot of reserve players, development players, and even a few trialists in the squad today. Now, this is a great chance for the team to get a little bit of fitness. The last time they played was a 3-1 loss to De La Salle just before Christmas. So this is a great chance for the team to get back to speed again. Now let's have a look at the Stretford Paddock lineup today. It is, of course, a 4-3-3 formation. Ethan Handley starts in goal. It's a back four of Sinclair, Oat, Pickering and Burke. A midfield three of Mulgrave, Shakur and Jenkins. And a front three of Abazor, Ashton and De Andrade. And it'll be Stretford Paddock who get this match underway. Stretford Paddock playing in red jerseys and white shorts, and Macclesfield in all white. An early opportunity for Macclesfield with a number 7 strike, and that would have been a great start. Just 11 seconds in for Macclesfield Reserves. Paddock giving the ball away from their own kickoff, and then the number 7 read the situation well and had an early strike. Ball getting held up down the middle. Here's Mikey Burke running at the Macclesfield defence. He's found a ball through the middle. Here's a chance. Cleared at the feet of Ashton. And Macclesfield choose to go long. Good run by Mikey Burke down the middle. There was 5-6 players around him. And it was a great challenge by the Macclesfield defender to get ahead of Ashton before he had the strike. Space on the left side. Ball across the box. And Hanley got down to gather. 2 Macclesfield players were in there waiting for the ball across, but the wide man went for goal. And here's Hamza Abazor running down the middle. He's got great feet. A good opportunity for Abazor to get a bit of fitness. As Stephen Howson watches on from the sidelines, a great opportunity for some of these players to show what they're made of, to try and get in Stephen Howson's plans for the rest of the season. Here's the number 10 for Macclesfield. Strike from range. Hanley spills, and then Oates can pick it up and clear it wide. A few early tests for Ethan Handley, tipping that one over the bar earlier on. And here's De Andrade sprinting it wide to Mulgrave. And the number 5 for Macclesfield can play it back to the goalkeeper, who chooses to go long. And there's a race on here. And the ball back isn't a great one. Handley's come out. He's missed the ball. Early opportunity. Goal. Oh, what a mistake by Handley. The ball back to him was under hit, in all fairness, by Pickering. But it was a terrible lapse of judgment from Handley. He misses it, and it's 1-0 to Macclesfield. Obviously, Handley and the rest of the Paddock team haven't played a lot of football recently, so you're forgiven to make a few mistakes in this match. Ball across now, and it's in. 2-0 Macclesfield. Cracking cross from the left side, and it evaded almost everyone. Perhaps the number 18 got a touch on it. And now it's 2-0. Set piece in from the left side. A dangerous one, and the number 11 can have 2 bites of the cherry. Oat then clears, and Hamza Abazor can try and run away with it, but he's lost it. Shot from range. Hanley just makes sure he does enough. He spelt it a few times early on, Handley, but it was a good save on that occasion. What's going on here? Missed by Oat, and somehow Macclesfield put it wide. Missed by a couple of Paddock players in the middle. Hanley rushed across to make himself big and put off the striker, and it remains 2-0. Handley goes long, and it's been flicked back by the Macclesfield player. A swarm of red shirts now closing down the Macclesfield players. This is good pressing from Stretford Paddock. It's fell to the edge now. Here's a chance from Jenkins. Easy for the goalkeeper. Good pressing though by Stretford Paddock to try and hurry Macclesfield into an error there. Good pressing as Paddock try and play it out from the back. Hanley sweeps it to Sinclair. Along the line now for Jenkins into Omar Sinclair, picking up more of a central position now. But again, the white shirts and Macclesfield make sure they can regain possession. Here's Oat, dinking it down the line, but Paddock gather. Here's Adam Ashton trying to win it back. It's a lovely venue, this one, Macclesfield. A capacity of over 6,000 as Howson goes from range, but it's way over. That's not going to worry the goalkeeper for Macclesfield. Here's the creative midfielder again, Abasor, but his pass is loose down the middle. Here's the number 18 for Macclesfield trying to create something. Bodies in the box for the home team. Here comes the ball in. Oh, and Hanley's just done enough. Plenty of players in the box, and it was a high looping ball towards the back post, and a little flick there from Hanley. As you can see, diverts the ball away. Good goalkeeping in the end. The number 7 trying to twist and turn past the Paddock defenders, and they managed to keep the ball. Strong tackle there by Shakur, forcing Macclesfield back. And a little nibble there from Jenkins. Another cross into the box. Towards the back post, and it's in, 3-0. No one picked up the man in the middle. Another excellent ball into the box from Macclesfield, and it was poor marking there from Paddock at the back. And it's now 3-0 to the good for Macclesfield, and that's the break. A few mistakes from Paddock early on, and it's ultimately cost them 3-0 at half-time. Now, you may be aware that we've got a partnership with Player Data, and we've just done a video, a very intriguing video if you're interested in technology and how it can work at non-league level, called Can You Press at Non-League? And we go into all the analysis, all the statistics that you need to know about how a non-league team can do that and how technology can assist teams like us. So go check it out and click on the card on the top right corner that you just saw there if you're interested. As you can tell, the second half is underway with Macclesfield taking kick-off. Now, Stephen Howson's made a few changes at the break. We've brought on a few trialists, some reserve players, and a familiar face, Tom Jones, has come onto the pitch. It's a big opportunity for some of these players to prove themselves with a big second half coming up. And if we have a look at the top corner now, there's a chance for Macclesfield, and it's 4. Perhaps the cameraman got caught off a little bit there as Macclesfield went in on goal. The first strike was saved well by Hanley, but it only fell as far to the number 17 of Macclesfield, who tapped it into the back of the net. 4-0 Macclesfield. Now, it was always going to be a difficult match, this one, for Stretford Paddock, with so many players injured and so many reserve players and trialists in, but it's a good chance to prove themselves, but it's going to be difficult, and there's a chance here for Tom Jones, perhaps, but the goalkeeper dives on top of the ball. Again, the camera work a little bit shoddy, but we've managed to capture it just in the end there, as the goalkeeper has a few bites at the cherry, and then the defender runs away with it. Tom Jones lunging desperately to try and get his goal. So number 15 for Macclesfield makes his way down the left side. A little slip there by the forward, but Macclesfield keep the ball. Another one by the number 15. Ball at the box, and the header is wide. What a massive chance that was for 5. Oh, he should be doing much better with that. If he got that on target, Hanley would have been struggling to get across from such a close range. Easy opportunity now down the middle, surely for the number 17. What a save that is by Hanley. The 2 centre-halves of Stretford Paddock were caught napping there. And Hanley with a brilliant stop. His left hand got in the way of that one. The ball pumped forward and gathered by the Paddock defender who plays it forward. Great ball for Tom Jones. Has he got the pace? He does, and he's got the strength as well to hold off his man. Battling away, Tom Jones. Ball across, blocked. It'll be good if Paddock can get a goal in this match. It'll be good for the morale and some of the new players in this Paddock team. Paddock keeping possession well on this left side. Managing to withhold the Macclesfield pressure, but only for so long. The men in white win the ball back again. Tom Jones working hard to press, and a lot of these new faces for Paddock battling away. But they've lost it on this left side. Here's another opportunity for number 5. Good save by Handley yet again. Chance still alive though. Strike from the number 20, 5-0. Brilliant finish into the bottom corner. Handley's good work with the original save undone. And Paddock need to get on top of the ball a little bit quicker. It was too easy for the man on the edge to pick his spot and to place it past the Paddock goalkeeper. Intercepted once more, the number 19 for Macclesfield breaking forward. Paddock looking a little bit disinterested at the moment. Ball across, 6-0. As easy as you like for Macclesfield. Ball across was with power, it was low, it was dangerous. It took out the Paddock defenders and Handley. And it was easy to make it 6-0 to the home team. Lost once more in midfield. The number 20 who just scored moments ago. Paddock win it back though, but let's see if they can get out of danger. A little bit messy from Paddock. They're a little bit anxious on the ball at the minute. Macclesfield are pressing well. They've obviously dominated this game today. Here's a chance on the right side. Ball pulled across and it's deja vu. We've seen that goal a few times now from Macclesfield. The low ball across the box, taking out the Paddock defenders. And it's 7. And a deflated Tom Jones will take yet another kick-off for Stretford Paddock, but the referee puts the whistle to his lips. Good news for Stretford Paddock, that's full time. 7-0 on the day to a vastly superior team, but it was a great test for some of these reserve players, trialists, and of course the first team to get a little bit of fitness back into themselves. They haven't played since before Christmas time. The players are back together now, and it was a good test today. A brilliant venue as well. Thank you to Macclesfield for letting us play this game. A great treat for all the players. So yes, full time here. I've been Ethan James commentating. Be sure to join us for the next match in the Lancashire and Cheshire Premier League, and we'll see you next time.
7-0's not good. There's no accidents in 7-0. We weren't the better team. We were very poor in the first half, and in the second half I asked for the team to be better in possession because I thought in the first half we had none. We didn't progress at all out of our own half, and I thought that was the main difference in the first half between the two sides. We was giving them lots of possession, lots of territory, and giving it up, making loads of mistakes. So second half we were better in possession, but I think once we fixed the possession, we switched off the ball and we allowed them loads of space, loads of time, and just had some really poor position, which was allowed a lot of the goals that they capitalised on. We had 14 players missing, but I was happy with the starting 11 going into it. I thought it was a good, strong starting 11, pretty representative of who we are as a team. We had a lot of trialists, a lot of reserves that came off the bench, but it was actually the trialists and the reserves that I thought that looked like the better players today. I thought the first team players let themselves down a little bit. It's an evolving squad. No one's place is guaranteed. Everyone's judged on how they train and how they play, and if I was picking a side for next week today, some of the usual faces probably would have to miss out, just based on the performances. We picked up a couple of injuries in the game, which shows the lads didn't do enough over Christmas, or they've rushed themselves back from injuries a little bit too much. So there's got to be changes anyway. We've got Polonia, who we know are a tough side next week, and then the week after we've got Mosselbrook, who we've never beaten. So we've got 2 tough games coming up. We've lost Josh, probably our best player. He's not going to be back until April. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do.